If I was the Grand Canyon, I'd echo everything you say. But I'm just me, I'm only me, and you used to love me that way. So you know how to love me that way. If I was Paul Bunyan, I'd carry you so far away. But I'm just me, I'm only me, and you used to love me that way. So you know how to love me that way. Yeah, if I was the Grand Canyon, I'd echo everything you say. But I'm just me, I'm only me, and you used to love me that way. So you know how to love me that way. Yeah, and you used to love me that way. So you know how to love me that way.
I think this is possibly the most professional stream start ever. I've no idea how long that song's been finished. Firefighting, I feel like I am today. Apologies everybody for the massive delay. Also, just generally levels have been like completely redone. My audio had interference. And it took like a very long time to figure out what was interfering with what. So everything got unplugged and replugged and unplugged and replugged. And a weird thing happened like a few months ago where everything was way too loud coming through my mixer. And so it's been on like minus 50. And then now it's like, it wants to be on like minus 10. So I don't really know what's going on. So just levels might be a little bit sketchy. Also no loops today because I unplugged everything, including my looper. And honestly, I just couldn't face figuring out how to plug it back in. For some reason, it's always like an absolute mission. I'm like, that has to go there and that has to go there, and like to stop all the everything piling on top of each other. I don't know. There shouldn't be like humming that there isn't normally. So hopefully I fixed it. Oh, anyway, happy Sunday, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing? Hey, Thunderscent, what's up? Lurker, oh my God, sorry. Lurker, thank you so much for the gift sub to Thunderscent. And Eurobot, thank you so much for the resub, 67 bloody months. What prompted the redesign? The hair. Well, because my red had come out and I was like, I can either keep bleaching my hair indefinitely or I'm going to have to go brown again. So, hey, Jack, what's up? Hey, Teach. I think I do, Jack. I think I do. I was very so I had a race this morning, which was fun, a bit tiring. So I was like pretty chill. I picked some chill tunes. I was like, this is just gonna be like vibey, yeah. And I was like, tech issues for 40 minutes, which has really sparked me up. I say as I light a match. All right, let's turn on those song requests. I'm also just keeping live lens off for now. I don't know. It just felt like a lot after the tech. I was like, No. I can't do that. How are we? How are things? Indeed, Jack, indeed. It's fine. I thought I'd broken a cable, like I just got like a dodgy USB slot, I think seems to be what it boiled down to. So it's a pretty good outcome. Oh, apologies. Oh gosh, sorry. That was very live. Is there a reason Lavender's Blue is not on the list? No particular reason. Are all the other folk songs, like the ones I didn't write from folk, on the list? Maybe. Is Green Sleeves on the list? No. But we can play Lavender's Blue if that's a request. We can just like do it for funsies. I've already put in a Laura Marling that's not on the song list. So like, I haven't got Live Lens on, but we can do random, stuff I know that's not on there. Fine. No, Green Sleeves isn't bringing up anything at all. Sweet, it's in the queue. If I come home, when I come home. I was just seeing if I'd somehow got rid of the delay as well. That was ambitious, wasn't it? I haven't. How was the mountain climbing race? It was good. I knew it was hilly. And then I was like, I knew one of the hills. I was like, oh, it's that hill. I was like, okay. And then I didn't know like the second bit of the course very well. And so those hills were always a surprise, which was fun. I like it because I have like paid Strava because I'm a nerd. So it shows you your grade adjusted pace. So I like that because it's quite a lot different. Quite a lot different. You'll be there in no time, Jack, if you want to be. Strange use of a Sunday morning. Abigail, can you feel my heart in the palm of your hand? And do you understand why I can't stay? Abigail, an evil wind is blowing through the land, and they need every man to drive it away. When I come home, if I come home, you'll be a grown woman. When I come home, if I come home, don't be alone. Abigail, Belle of Kilronan. Abigail's gonna be the beauty of County Galway, and she will live always in a world of love. Abigail, I'm off to the war, but you can be sure I will know you're what I'm fighting for. I'm off to the war, but you can be sure I will know you're what I'm fighting for. I'm off to the war, but you can be sure I will know you're what I'm fighting for. When I come home, if I come home, you'll be a grown woman. When I come home, if I come home, don't be alone. Abigail, Belle of Kilronan. Lovely bit of magnetic fields. The book this month is, it looks pretty short. Mine came yesterday. It's Postcards from the Edge by Carrie Fisher. I've been chomping my way through a long book. I'm getting there. So I'm going to read the book club book next. It was pouring down. Yes. They were like, they made a decision yesterday afternoon about whether or not to hold the race. It was pouring down, but like not that windy. I mean, it was windy, but it wasn't like storm windy. So they were like, let's do it because you can all cope with rain, not wind, which was like so grim. I was so grumpy about going to do it. And this morning I was like, absolutely not. And then you're standing around after you've registered and it's raining. You're like, but then once you started, it's fine. There's a lot of tree cover and like, you're just warm enough. Do you know what I mean? I mean, being soaking wet in a race is a bit of a pain because like you get blisters and stuff, but like you're not cold. So as a slider, it don't really make a difference. I don't really mind. It was mostly fine, Jack. It's mostly there was a little bit of cross country, just a short bit, so that was very muddy. There were like loads of puddles, but that caused it to peak. Okay, might just come down a smidgen because I am going to talk like that. Yeah, but little puddle never hurt anybody. There always races when there's like a puddle early on and everyone like slows to a walk and is like walking around the edges of the puddle. It's like, that's not gonna last. You're gonna be drenched soon. So. But I mean, the winner did it in an hour 15, and it was 475 meters elevation. It's just crazy. I was like, boring. This is going to be Cool About It by Boy Genius, which I remember having a bit of an argument with this tab before, so... Just that line doesn't feel right. Let's see what that line's like in the other one. Does, doesn't it? I think I'll go with this one actually. Right. Met you, started in the wrong key. Met you at the dive bar to go shoot some pool. Make fun of the cowboys with neck tattoos. Ask you easy questions about work and school. I'm trying to be cool about it, feeling like an absolute fool about it, wishing you were kind enough to be cruel about it, telling myself I can always do without it, knowing that it probably isn't true. I came prepared for absolution if you'd only ask. So I take some offense when you say no regrets. I remember it's impossible to pass your test, but I'm trying to forget about it, feeling like I'm breaking a sweat about it, wishing you'd kindly get out of my head about it, telling myself one day I'll forget about it, knowing that it probably isn't true. Once I took your medication to know what it's like, and now I have to act like I can read your mind. I ask you how you're doing and I'll let you lie. We don't have to talk about it. I can walk you home, practice method, act and I'll pretend. Being with you doesn't feel like drowning, telling you it's nice to see how good you're doing, even though we know it isn't true. It's a pretty short song to have such a long what are the chords lead in. But very nice. I like that song. It does. They've got that nice kind of melodic sweep. I fought the law and the law won. Hey Yoshi. Alright, we're going to play some Laura Marling now. I wanted like a cozy stream, so of course I want to play some Laura Marling, but I thought we'd play something that's not on the song list. So this is a song that I used to play like just to myself when I was a teenager, so I just assumed that I would know how to play it, so let's see if that's true. Donk. Or a squeaky bench. What birds that sound like? Here we go, Jack. This can be your next Laura Marling open guitar. You asked me for guitar advice, and I'm just somehow making you learn Laura Marling's entire discography. There are worse cults, surely. My lifelong fight against every B string ever just always sounds out to me, no matter where it is. Well, that sounds like dog shit. Sorry, everybody. That's why I can be overshot that. Well, that's a lot closer. We'll go with that. Might be a reluctant admission, Jack, but glad to hear it either way. This is not looking as familiar as I thought it would, so that's fun. What? There it is. Hey, James. Alright, I said no live lens, and then I just kind of set myself one. So it's like worst of both worlds. No one wanted it, and I don't know how I'm doing. This is Don't Ask Me Why by Laura Marling, which is one of her older songs. I think it's from a creature I don't know. I choose to stay far away from the ones who think money is money to share. Don't ask me why, and I'll tell you no lies. Sonny, you don't come in no more. You don't drink from this well. He's done with the world and done with the girl. And I don't ask him why, and he tells me no lies. Those of us who are lost in love, well, we know how you feel. We know it's not right, but it's real. But it's real. I don't ask for love, and I don't I got there in the end, or something like it. Anyway, that's nice. It's got more different shapes in it than I remembered. It's like very like suspended things. And from memory, I think that kind of leads straight into the next track on the album, which is Solinus. It's the same tuning and the same key and everything. Hey Maddie, good to see you again. Hey Mr. Greg, welcome. So I might be a choky little bugger and have a look at that one as well. So this is lower capo. I don't know. Is it? This is a song I don't know as well. This was a bad sign, isn't it? It was a bad sign. But I remember it being quite fun to sing. Just doing a lot of tab sight reading today, apparently. I'm gonna have to scroll. How embarrassing. It was good, thank you, Maddie. Flippin' rainy. I am from Solinus, where the women go forever and they never ever stop to ask why. My mother was a savior of 6 foot of bad behavior, with long blonde curly hair down to her thighs. Oh, hello, where are we going now? Oh, my mother. Oh, my friends, ask the angels, will I ever see heaven again? Late into the evening, they would take each other screaming, looking blankly to the backs of her eyes. The careless beast was bleeding, that the air behind was breathing. They mustn't ever look up to the skies. There are no answers. There are thousands. Ask the angels, am I heaven bound? Put it down to me, I who speak awkwardly. Any word, if it is heard, is not intended to be. Not for him and not for her, not for them and not for me. Oh, and that gun will turn before the world starts to burn. Understand? On my shoulder, believe I will run before that boy gets older. Oh, and that gun will turn before the world starts to burn. Understand? Oh, and that gun will turn before the world starts to burn. Understand? From Solinus, where the women go forever and they never ever stop to ask why. My mother, she's a savior of 6 foot of bad behavior. Oh, my mother, oh, my friends, ask the angels, will I ever see heaven again? Will I see heaven again? Will I ever see heaven again? Oh, it keeps going. But that's pretty much the end. I haven't even put the reverb on. Who knows what I'm doing. That was Don't Ask Me Why and Salinas by Laura Marling. Yes, I hear what you mean. Absolutely, go. Oh, thank you so much for the bits. The canals of Birmingham. I've been in Nottingham for a conference. How thrilling. How absolutely thrilling. It's a little treat. I'm trying to convince myself I could do morning runs before work. Like this week I've just scheduled my interval session before work. So that sounds fun. Might just be late to work. That's kind of the most likely scenario there. Oh, right. Well, thank you for indulging me. That little noodly boodly woodle. Bit of noodly boodly woodle. That's a thing, isn't it? Noodly boodly woodle. Bit of Laura Marling. We're going to play some originals now. 4 originals in a row. Flip. How egotistical. Except you all requested them. Starting with Trouble. Let's have a look. I need to be sitting down for the one after this, so I'm actually going to sit down for this one. Do what I want. There's one city in Cornwall. That's a lot of cities. Will I ever see heaven again? Will I ever see heaven again? Ba-dum-bum. Oh, undoubtedly Gregor. Definitely this time of year. Truro is a city. It is a cathedral city. It's not like Wells though. Wells is a joke. Or like, there are even smaller ones, aren't there? Smallest city, UK. St. David's, yes, that's the very funny one. Looking blankly to the backs of her eyes. Oh, my mother. Oh, my friends. As the angels, will I ever see heaven again? There's quite a fun era of Laura Marling. You can kind of do it with all Laura Marling songs, but definitely I would say from like A Creature I Don't Know through to Short Movie, there's a lot of talking. Actually, probably including Semper Femina. Like, so you can kind of talk half the lines. Will I ever see heaven again? It's veering not miles away from a full Shatner. It's very fun to do. Recommend that as a pastime. I don't think City's doing heavy lifting. I think you just don't understand the definition of the word city. Oh! Shots fired. This is one of mine. It's from Songtober 2023. Passing by a window, I see a service say, let's go. I could really use the moon. You could stretch our legs out too. This road's been long and boring, and we've been in the car since morning. If you don't want to hear me snoring, pull off at the junction. This county is full of hedgerows and high streets with boarded windows, crumbling down parks that stand empty till dark. And the trains don't run on time, there's always something on the line.
We'll be home just after 9, delayed by social dysfunction. People around here say she's trouble, 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 but I like having her around. I do more for double, double, double than the worst trouble in this town. I'm keeping by her, she's keeping by me. Your mum and dad are nice, but they don't think they'll think twice. Giving me the side eyes, they serve me shepherd's pie. They mention your wild youth like you haven't told the truth. They don't know we're tamper-proof, and I like you as you are. Your old school friends are meeting at the old Queen's Head. You say that we could skip it, I say I wouldn't miss it. Oh, half of them are gone now into prison graves, all got out like we got out of here somehow, but you didn't get too far. Well, people around here say she's trouble, 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 but I like having her around. I do more for double, double, double than the worst trouble in this town. I'm keeping by her, she's keeping by me. Out on the street like pavement, I toast the way the night went, and I ask you for a dance between facts and broken glass. Then we're waiting for the last bus, and suddenly it's just us. I don't wanna make a fuss, so I just say the night was fun. In the morning I'm here, and tanning green as we are leaving, saying it was nice to meet you, and they absently say you too. And we're back on the M4, my head resting on the corridor, and I think I love you more than I ever loved anyone. Well, people around here say she's trouble, 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 but I like having her around. I do more for double, double, double than the worst trouble in this town. People around here say you're trouble, 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 but I don't know if that's true. I do more than double, double, double. If it meant I got to stick around with you, I'm keeping by her, she's keeping by me. I'm keeping by her, she's keeping by. I always see when my chat has a delay because I can see, like in the chat, like overlay, like the widget on the stream. I can see that you're all typing, and then my chat box is just like, nope, silent, 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 silent. Nova Scotia. I was gonna guess Canada, Gorgo. There's lots of Cornish place names that have gone across Canada. Lots of migration to Canada. Yeah, corn meaning yes, headland, and wool meaning foreigner. It's like the foreigners over there. This is as in Welsh. I mean, I think, no, but that's referring to like wool. The wool bit of Cornwall is like the same etymologically as Wales. It's basically like Wales are like the foreigners, and then Cornwall's like the foreigners down on the sticky out bit, which is super catchy. Yeah, no, it's caught up. It just had a little minute. Probably my internet. People around here say she's trouble, 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 but I don't know if that's true. I don't think I talked about this stream recently. This stream? I'm always talking about the flipping stream. Talking about this song recently, Jack. It's definitely like vibes of where I grew up, which wasn't a small town. It was
pretty mingin in some ways. All right, next up is another original requested by Jack. This is The Sailor's Daughters, which is on my album Folk. I don't mean there weren't other Brittonic languages, no, but I meant in that paragraph that was pasted about the etymology of Cornwall, the bit where it said, as in Welsh, I think was referring to wall, not anything else. Because it wouldn't really make sense, because these are Old English names. Right, these are not Celtic names. Bayoshi, hence why it means them foreigners over there. It's not really what you call yourself. Unless you're like, I don't know, having like a really bad day. Maybe. Is Northumbrian Celtic? I have no idea. I guess so. I guess they all were. But it's... I don't know if there are any Northumbrian speakers. That's a new way to play the guitar. Don't love it. People around here say she's trouble, trouble, trouble. But I like having her around. Oh. Okay, no, yeah, none of it's Celtic. Northumbrian, well, according to Google, there was a Northumbrian form of Old English and a modern day, of course, dialect of English. James is on a 95 stream streak. James says, absolute scenes. Thank you so much. It's a bit excessive, isn't it, Maddie? It's a bit excessive. I think it makes us feel like we're more important than we are. Okay, what are we operating in here? Okay, kind of like an E minor situation. Crème de la crème. Took his leave in the morning from the women who had gathered by the door. The mists were low on the hills there. The birds sang little welcome to the dawn. One daughter to the fields where the crops lay ripe and must be turned before the yield grows old. The winter cold steals the fresh grown gold, for wheat into flour and flour to bread, and on the growing goes, and young girls to wives and wives to bed, and then into widows' clothes. Across the land so many men turned fearful faces to the shore, took the road stretching seaward and bade farewell to the women by the door.
bloodshed, to the chisel and the blood, to make the guards and rabbits alive again, to bring back home those marching men. For what is living but carving things and breaking them and carving again? Cards and chairs and wedding rings and all the hands to wear them. The storm came raging and snarling, slapped the ships against the rocks, ripped the sails into ragged shreds, and stole all the oars from the locks. One daughter to the pen, to record all he would miss, the flowers, kittens, crops and snow that keep on coming even when you go. And so they would remember too, for it is easy to forget when idle hands are rightly busy with what hasn't happened yet. The fish took their share of the pickings, the sand took its share of the dead, the survivors sat swaying, forgetting that they'd ever sat peaceful in their beds. One daughter to the watchtower to see those that came back home, 10 years on from the ones who'd gone, unknowing the farms they'd once walked from, and she to spy him and to cry that they were his and he was theirs. Compare the color of their eyes and the curl of their hair, and tell him that his daughters kept the land as they swore, and were not tempted by the waters, and were waiting by the door.
Thanks for the follow, Adam. Hey Joy, what's up? Oh, Cumbric, that's fun. Yes, I've heard of that. What does that make me think of? The Yorkshire Yantan Tetherer. But that's not a Celtic thing. I don't know what that is. Yorkshire language. It's like sheep counting, but I mean, it comes from a language. All right, we're going to play. Oh, the streamer song list is not. There we are. We're going to play something a little bit more upbeat now. We're not like in subject matter, but literally faster. This is for Teach. This is On Neutrality, which again is a song I wrote in Songtober 2023. Dong. I'm going to have to look up Yantan Tetherer. Oh, it does say may be derived from numbers in Celtic languages such as Cumbric, which had died out by the 6th century but were commonly used for counting until the Industrial Revolution, it says, most of these fell out of use by the turn of the 20th century, but some are still in use. So there we go. Sheep counting systems ultimately derive from Brythonic Celtic languages. That's interesting. See, I was told this, well, I told a more simplified version of this. Sake by a lecturer who was like, oh, like the Yantan Tetherer sheep counting is like from Celtic. He was like, oh, because it's like really similar to Cornish 1, 2, 3, which it isn't. So I was like, well, that's a load of bollocks. It's clearly from a different language. Counting sheep, like. So I keep saying sheep counting like it's like a. I mean, that is how it's written, but like it's literally just how shepherds count sheep. But it is from Celtic. It just doesn't sound like Cornish numbers. Okay. Interesting. I literally only know this from Terry Pratchett. Oh, and here is... Oh, this is fun. Oh, is this fun? It's fun if you're a nerd. Should I put it on the screen? So this is the Wikipedia page for the counting system, the Yantan Tetherer counting system, and this is by regions. This is within Yorkshire and Lancashire, which are counties of England. These are like the smaller subdivisions of how they count. So Yantan, Edera, Pedera, Pit, Tater, Later. I don't know how you say it. Aintain, Tethera, Feathera, Fubs. Fubs? What's that? In Wharfdale, you only ever have 3 sheep at once, looks like. So I guess it's an easy gig being a sheep counter in Wharfdale. Pedero. Yane disc. These are really fun. Bumfit pedero. Imagine if somebody called you a bumfit pedero. You would be like, I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but it feels real bad. Always write bumfit pedero. I mean, okay. Jig it. And then Lincolnshire, Derbyshire and County Durham. And put in here. Yantain, Edero, Yantain, Tethera, Yantan, Tether. Dick. All right. Metheriticabub. These are fantastic. And then the Southwest. Okay, interesting. Southwest England variations. That's kind of vague. And then West Country, Dorset, Hant, Tant, Tothery, Fothery, Fant, Sani, Danny, Downey, Domini, Dick. And whatever this is. Yane, Tane, Tether, Mether, Mumph. Hither, Lither. Oh gosh, it's like, do you think this was the drafts of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas? And it's like, I've got to name all these. He was like, come hither, come thither, come over and dover. Come tether and mether. Cumberland and Westmoreland. I mean, obviously these are all like closely related. Wilts, Scots, Lakes, Dales and Welsh. Okay, they're just like... Well, I don't know why they've grouped... It's really interesting that they've grouped these. And at first... Oh, God. At first it kind of seemed to make sense. Yorkshire and Lancashire. And then now it's just like... Wiltshire... That is what that means? Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Wiltshire, but I was like, I don't know. And then Scots, the Lake District, the Dales, so that's Yorkshire again, and then Welsh. And then these Welsh words, this is very similar to Cornish numbers, because Welsh and Cornish are quite closely related. So, Undow tree, Pedwar pump, in I'm doing it in a Cornish accent. In Cornish, like on and do tree, Peswar pimp, which you can see is, I'm sure they're related, but it's not super closely to like Aintain Tethera, Yantian Tethera, Orna, Paina, Parrot. I don't know what the Lake District's doing. It's doing its own thing. Tethera a dick. Yeah, Tethera a dick. Hey Ulo, what's here's more bumfit. Pedero bumfit, Yano bumfit, Aina bumfit. Fantastic. And then here's like the Brythonic Celtic languages. So you can kind of convey as Cornish on and do, tree, Peswar, pimp, hoist, safe, etc. Well, how fun. Someone has really put some effort in there. And I absolutely love it. Okay. I'm glad to have like tied some more facts to that piece of information that I've had in my head. So it is impossible given the corrupted form in which sheep counting systems have survived to be sure of their exact origin. But they do seem, pairs rhyme, yeah. And then they do seem like to be related to each other, don't they? Like, even though these are quite far apart geographically, some of these places, for example, these two they've put together, Wiltshire and Scotland, are not near each other, but these are very close. So no. So the graph that was the Celtic numerals here at the bottom. So Welsh, Cornish and Breton are still spoken, Welsh more so than the other ones. Cornish and Breton both have revival movements. So they have small minority languages. Welsh is a bit more substantial. But these ones are all just used as counting systems by shepherds, apparently, according to this Wikipedia page. So they are derived from Celtic languages that in some cases went out of use. Like what did I say, 6th century, so 1500 years ago. 1500 years ago. Because lots of these places were colonized by Anglo-Saxons, Vikings, the French, like very quickly and very substantially, in a way that like the Celtic, like when you look at a map, the Celtic bits of the UK, like the bits that are still like Celtic, obviously all of it was Celtic, but like on the west, right, Wales, Cornwall, Scotland, obviously at the top, and like the Isle of Man is off the west. Ireland, obviously not part of the UK, but it's in the west. If you're on the east coast, you get Europeanized pretty promptly, traditionally. I just realised you can't see my head, I'm just doing a weird dance. Right, let's get back to what do you call a bread roll? Okay, bread roll in chat. Bread roll opinions. And I'm gonna literally like show a picture of what I mean. I don't feel like it's complicated, but just okay, this is someone's child. Stop putting your children on the internet. I can't get rid of them. There they go. Bread. Okay. What do you call that? Obviously lots of you speak other languages. This is on neutrality for Teach. Who's like, oh, I've just had to sit through all of that sheep counting discussion. You know what's cob or tea cake? Tea cake's a different thing. What? I'm not sufficiently well informed. The good people with flawed thoughts said to critique this complex situation, I'll suggest what should be done instead. So all the noise went to those with vested interest. They talk so loudly and I so repeated that the truth bends to their speech. With Frankenstein logic like justified genocide and fighting wars for peace, they redraw the lines to align with their need. Recognizing the harm that
is daily done by both sides taking lives. All the good people with flawed thoughts sat back from taking sides and furrowed their brows and watched and cried. Denouncing horror is easy, even if seeing the blood causes desolation. It is harder work to unpick the complex mechanics of radicalization and foreign policy and money. Oh, and the state of the nation. The good people with flawed thoughts listen closely until they turn off the TV and then go to bed a little weary, but feeling some eternal clarity. For if both sides have dead innocent civilians, then the path is neutrality, ignoring US control of UN resolutions and Western foreign policy and the squalor and the horror of 80 years of brutal history. And that if what you want is for the fighting in both directions to cease, and the birds to sing quietly for the dawn amongst the olive trees, then apartheid must be set aside and replaced with sovereignty. For there cannot be peace until the people are free.
You're very welcome, Teach. Thank you for requesting it. Jack would say roll, but also bap, balm, or cob. I'm feeling very southern. It's absolutely a roll. Like, could be a bap. I would never say bap, but bap doesn't feel that weird to me. A bacon bap, but fine. Balm and cob are like, absolutely not. But that's... It's just me being down south. I hope this is like super fascinating conversation, especially for those of you not living in this country. You're so welcome. All right, I'm going to play another original. Oh my goodness. This is Stella from my album Evangeline. The Spanish version. What?
Hay una estrella menos en el cielo, la he robado en todo el hilo del pato y la he dado cuerpo, casa, vida, y la he dado un nombre, niña mía, pero su alma vino por un viento más allá y formó a migrantes de los cascos de estrellas. Noche el sol se pondrá.
Oh, sorry, I'm so distracted by the bread chat.
Cada mañana la luna se iluminará, la luna se iluminará. Que nunca olvides tus raíces celestiales, que nunca sientes los temores terrenales. El cielo no se cae por las bombas, solo se cae para hija de estrellas. Y cada noche el sol se pondrá, cada mañana la luna se iluminará, la luna se iluminará. Y entre todo el pasado, el ruido que nunca olvido, las calles rotas, las pesarias, a causa de que no he dormido, este medio hombre que me dio pedido en una chinchera llena de miedo. Viene una estrella desde el cielo y te quiero, te quiero. Que nunca ves las nubes canaristas llorando sobre las calles de nuestra ciudad, ni el oro que atrapó a tu papá en el hambre, ni el lobo que camina con dientes hechos de hambre, ni los ojos de las damas siempre paseando, mirando mi barriga, mirando mi mano. Cada noche el sol se pondrá, se llama el sol una estrella. He robado mi estrella desde el cielo y mamá, a mi estrella te quiero, 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 te quiero.
So I'm only getting about half of chat coming through, so I'm just gonna pull it up in a different window. See if that works. Oh, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, oh, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. A bun, yes. I would also call them, well, would I call them a bun? I would call it a roll. I would call it a bun only, I would call a hot dog bun a bun and a burger bun a bun. So like those buns, if you got a burger in it, I would call them burger buns. I would not call, if you just like got a roll like that and put like cheese in it, I would not call that a bun. That sounds wrong. Glad to always think about these things in painful detail on stream. Is there a unique Cornish name for a roll? Not that I know of, but I don't come from a fully Cornish family. But I come from like a kind of 1.5 generation deep Cornish family, so we don't know the old ways. I don't want to ask what is rhyming slang for in your book. It makes me nervous. All right, Grogor has requested Bored in the USA. I love singing this song. Thanks, Grogor. It's a bit of Father John Misty. Dong. Oh, baby. I was waiting for Neurobot to react about York. Why did I move to Cornwall? My family moved. My mum grew up here, moved back. I was like 20 or something. They moved down. So after I finished university, I came down as well. My sister and her family have also ended up down here, so it's a bit of a return. It's nice, isn't it? You can go to the beach. Why am I sitting down? It's lazy, isn't it? Absolutely no reason why I just sat down. How dare you, SD? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's so common, Eurobot. Really common for people to move away, and so common for them to come back. Like my mum's school friends, like pretty much all like live locally, and she like hangs out with them now, having spent decades not seeing them, because everyone moved different ways. Can't remember what key I'm going to play this in. I think we'll just bring it down like a smooch. It's a technical term. See how that goes. How many people rise and say, my brain's so awfully glad to be here for yet another mindless day. Now I've got a morning to obsessively croon, a small nation of meaningful objects they've got to represent me too. By this afternoon I'll live in debt, by tomorrow be replaced by children. How many people rise and think, oh good, the strangest part is still here. Our arrangement hasn't changed. Now I've got a lifetime to consider all the ways I grow more disappointed to you as my beauty warps and fades. I suspect you feel the same. When I was young, I dreamt of a passionate obligation to a roommate. Is this the part where I get all I ever wanted? Well, who said that? Can I get my money back? Just a little bored in the USA. Oh, just a little bored in the USA. Save me, white Jesus, bored in the USA. Oh, they gave me a useless education and a subprime loan on a craftsman home. Keep my prescription filled, and now I can't get off, but I can kinda deal with being bored in the USA. Oh, just a little bored in the USA. Save me, President Jesus, I'm bored in the USA. How did it happen? Bored in the USA. Oh. There's such a tune. I kind of dropped the ball on the little. It's like a little pre-chorus bridge line. This the part where I get all I ever wanted? Well, who said that? Can I get my money back? Can I get my money back? Whoa, what is the climb? There's like a climb. My money back. Is this the part where I get all I ever wanted? Well, who said that? Can I get my money back? Just a little bored in the USA. Something like that. Oh, just a little, yeah. Bum, 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 ba-dum. I've had such a John Misty year. I should call him John Misty. How informal. Father John Misty. Forgive me, Father. Hey, Ides, what's up? Like my wrap up. I always kind of listen to music in quite like fixated bursts. I do feel like sometimes that's been like playlists. Whereas this year I very much just moved like through like half a dozen albums. So my wrap up I think is going to be very dominated by just like a few things. Obviously I don't care about my wrap up. As a conceptualization of my listening this year. Going to a random shuffle playlist. That's bold. It's a strong move. Alright, we're going to play Lavender's Blue. This is a little traditional song it's on my album Folk. It's like a 2-minute little sorbet. It's not normally on the song list, but we're just going to groove it for today. Joy, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good night. Oh, just a little bored in the youth. I'm just, I've said this before, but like every month it's like, here's what you listened to last month. And then I'll just listen to that for 3 weeks of the month. And then it's like, here's what you listened to this summer. And I'm like, yeah, I have great taste. And then I just listen to that. Oh, I've got reverb on, I'm sorry. I listened to my best of 2024 playlist. I just reinforced my taste. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Some to the plow, dilly dilly, some to the fork. Some to make hay, dilly dilly, some to reap corn. While you and I, dilly dilly, keep ourselves warm. And if you should die, dilly dilly, as it may hap, you shall be buried, dilly dilly, under the tap. Told you so, dilly dilly, pray tell me why, that you may drink, dilly dilly, when you are dry. There we are, there's a little summon, a little chance for those blue emotes to come and shine in the chat. Yeah, I mainly listen to music when in the gym, and so I often like stuff I know, and like that I know I'm in the mood for. Although occasionally I do like just find things and do like an album listen, but like I don't want it to suddenly get like slow or something when I'm amped. So I do listen to lots of the same stuff. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's have that on the playlist. There's like a million potential verses to that one, as there are with kind of all these traditional songs. So that's just the ones that I included when I did the album. Oh, I'm sorry, my guitar's just bashing, because I'm sitting down. Clonk, clonk, clonkety, clonk, 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 clonk. Apologies. Okay, let's just... You shall be very dilly-dilly under the tap. That's absolutely unhinged, Jack. That's not okay. All right, lovely request next. California Dreamin'. Please sing the backing vocals, okay? Don't pretend you don't know them. You know them. Counting on you. Thank you. I think I like added it when it was already on there, and then I like didn't tag it right. Oh, all the leaves are brown and the sky is grey. Oh, I've been for a walk on a winter's day. Oh, I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. Such a winter's day, I stopped into a church I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher likes the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. Oh, California dreaming on such a winter's day. Are brown and the sky is gray. Oh, I've been for a walk on a winter's day, and if I didn't tell her I could leave today. Such a always a tune. I know, yeah, that does look a bit of light, doesn't it? Soft what light. Yeah, it's not raining. It's like blue sky. It's going to be awful. I'm going to the airport to pick up family this evening, and it's going to be like absolutely horrific. And I was like, I don't know if the plane's going to land. I don't know if I'm going to drive there. But currently, it looks fine. I've been waiting for this Indian summer. Like I always believe in September. You know, you can have really nice bits of September weather, and we're halfway through. Doesn't show much signs. Although if I look at the forecast, it looks like a week after next, talking about like 25th. It's sunny. That's one sunny day. Okay, that's one sunny day. I look forward to that. Trick myself. What is it tomorrow? Weather warnings, strong winds, and heavy showers. Cool. I always just hope that a storm is going to take out my internet when I'm working and then I can't work, but then they'll just be like, drive to the office, and that's worse. So it's like a no-win situation. I mean, I would, Jack, but I've got to be honest with you. I think that's the kind of conversation that is not quite so interesting within families. We'll all be like, yeah, that's what we call it. Cool. I think one of them's going to be like, yeah, I'm secretly from Lancashire. Although actually my mum comes out with weird work because half my family is from Yorkshire. My grandparents are from Yorkshire. So she does come out with things sometimes. But she has a southern accent. She says these things and I'm like, it just sounds made up. It's very unconvincing when you don't have the accent. I respect your tenacity, Jack. Yeah, maybe you've got like more to draw from. With no accent. I suggest you put on a really thick Irish accent and say that you're connecting with your Irish roots every time you talk to your family. I don't know what bit of Ireland your family's from. So I was going to launch into an accent. I was like, it won't be the right one. Hey, the hymn chat was good. That was solid hymn chat. Yeah, that's pretty family friendly. Cork. I can't do a Cork accent. Cork. Hey, you know, Jack doesn't respect the Irish side of the family. No, I don't. Right. We're gonna sing Mud Boots. Thank you for requesting this new robot. I'm sure it's new robot. It was new robot. This is by me. It's on the album 10 Strings. I think it's a lovely little arrangement on there. Go check it out if you haven't heard it. Oh, promo. You can find my music on the internet if you want to. Or no, cousin Jack got no loyalty to the old country. No. It's been good weather for so long. You've forgotten where your mud boots have gone. You've forgotten how it feels to put them on. It's been a dry summer, a gentle breeze, the orchard's full of heavy trees. You've forgotten how it feels to fear a storm. Oh, I've been away, and you've been sitting in my halls, as the old heroes would say, thinking if you sat statue still, maybe you could stay. Biff that.
But the wind shifted, the forest's on fire, the river's too low and the sea's too high. You've forgotten what it means to be alive. Your blood's thinned with cool beer. It's been a fine finale to a grand old year. You've forgotten how it feels to have me here. Oh, I've been away, and you've been dancing with the girls like you had all the merry day, as though you didn't know that the piper has to be paid. Well, you can look back and recall how fine things were before the fall, when you forgot the night that ends it all. But I'm back and I proclaim in my own sorry worn-out name that when you forgot I did not do the same. Oh, well, I have been away, and you've been underneath the willows watching farmers gather hay, forgetting the time turns all hair grey. Oh, you've had good weather for so long, you've forgotten where your mud boots have gone. You've forgotten how it feels to feel a storm. So walk some miles in your summer shoes, it won't take far for your feet to bruise. You've forgotten why the singers wrote the blues. Oh, well, I have been away, and you've been living it up like you have many games to play. But I come in, I'm a wind, and darling, you're a bud of May. So the winter bites, the summer asks why. It's the same old truth the poets cry. All it is to live is to fear to die. The green leaves slip from the trees, old men grow crooked with aching knees. Anyone who tells you otherwise is telling a lie. Oh, well, I have been away, I've 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 been away. It's been good weather, it's been good weather, it's been good weather. I got that chord in the chorus about half the time. I try and do it without looking at the guitar, because I find that quite a hard transition to go from. But it's getting there. It's easier than it used to be. Ah, thanks, Jack. Yeah, I do enjoy playing that one. A few different like shapes in there. That's in like open G, but with a dropped bass string. Just some little different noodly bits and bobs. Sounds like the menu at kind of a very low effort restaurant, doesn't it? I am going to close off song request there. It's shorter than I'd like it to be, but I have to go to the airport. So although the stream started late because my computer didn't want to work, unfortunately it cannot run late. But this has been a nice little chill what's it. Yeah, screw 'em. No, I've been promised chocolate, right, as my fare. So I don't want to jeopardize that. It'd be like, we're eating one square of chocolate for every minute you're late. It's just not worth thinking about. What's it? You know, have you seen, right, in the supermarket, I have not bought this product, but I've seen it. I think I've seen it in Tesco's. I don't know if I've seen it elsewhere. In like ready meals. There is a wotsits mac and cheese.
What do you think, Ulo? Planes should have their own name for where they live. What would you call it? Air dock. I know that's also boats. Have to invent a new word. Doesn't it sound awful, right? It sounds so awful. And I haven't looked at it. Sorry, every time I clonk it, it peaks. I'm like, every time I look, I haven't looked in depth at this product, right? I don't want to be seen holding it. But I bet it doesn't even have like a what's it topping. I bet it's just like the flavour of. I'm not being funny. The best bit of what's it is the texture, right? That's why what's it is good. It's the texture. Like the taste isn't bad, but. You're like this on top of everything else. Let's look it up. What's it, mac and cheese? Yeah, it comes on. Oh, Reddit thread. Has anyone tried this yet? Don't love yourself more. This person says, I love wotsits. I love macaroni cheese. This was not good. This one says, tried it from intrigue, fair play to them. It tasted wotsits. Yes, it's horrible. Not worth £4. I'd rather stare into the eyes of a spitting cobra. It will be shite. Learn to cook. All right. You can have a ready meal mac and cheese from time to time. Just don't have a what's it one. Might just start referring to my car as my land plane, Ulo. I think that makes me sound fancy. There's a picture of it, but like it's not. You can't see the inside. So I don't think it's that interesting. Oh, that's the wrong tab. You don't need to see the boxer. You need to see what's it mac and cheese. What's it say? Cooked pasta. That's a good start, isn't it? In a cheese sauce. Okay. Topped with breadcrumbs. Mozzarella, cheddar, and lesser cheese. So it's topped in breadcrumbs. Why is it not topped in wotsits? In what way is this wotsits? I mean, obviously they've gone for the flavour. With the combination of cheeses and whatever else. £4? Yeah, and I bet it's not big. Serves 2. They were like this big. Serves 2? That's absolutely criminal. And then look, they also do flaming hot. Oh, this lasts one less day. Flaming hot wotsits mac and cheese. And sweet and spice. Sweet and spice. Sweet. Oh, that sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. A sweet and spicy cheese sauce. What does that mean? That's not the kind of thing you can just say. That's not an established thing. A sweet and spicy cheese sauce. A sweet cheese sauce. That's not a thing. It's not something you can draw on. I'm going to play the boxer. I am just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told. I have squandered my resistance with a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. Asking only what
workers' wages. I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just a come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. Then I'm laying out my winter clothes and wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters aren't bleeding me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. La la la, 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 la la
What a tune! I think I do make lots of songs I cover sound a bit like the Boxer just by doing that like standard picking pattern. Okay, I do need to just establish this because I really like... I just thought Cheetos were a separate thing, like Americans have Cheetos. Because we also have some Cheetos. But like, am I wrong? No. No. What? No. Hang on. Going home with the New York City winters aren't fleeting me. I think like yeah, I don't know, yeah. And they are just separate things. They're gonna walk home. Yeah, they're texturally different. Both great. Because I've had recently the Cheetos like twisted, like super spicy. It's absolutely not a food. It's so good. Yeah, twisted, sweet and spicy, flamin' hot. Like none of these are real food words, right? But absolutely phenomenal. These seem to have suddenly popped up in the corner shops. Really good, and they're huge. They're not that big. That would be ridiculous. They're like that big. You know when you're just like very aware that there are labs of people whose job it is to figure out the perfect texture that will keep you eating. I have never been more grateful to those people. I've been like, yes, you absolutely smashed it. I'm having a great time. Let's play a couple more songs. Jack has requested random original. That's fun. That's bold. That's a move. Should we go completely random? Let's go rogue. Eating the world. The world would include quite a few crisps. Oh, I was going to play this because I didn't think I'd played it before, but I think I have played it before. Oh, how disappointing. Let's play. I can't remember whether I've played this on stream before. It's called I Hate the News, but the News Loves Me. That ancient call of the puffy snack. Bite your lip at me again, babe. The news is dead. It was stumbling and bleeding all over the road. I went out with a cricket bat and bludgeoned in its head. Oh, don't look at me like that. I hate it when you look at me like that. Last man who knew everything died in 1829. The first computer to know everything will probably shoot out its own hard drive. But even when the world could be contained within our mind, Diogenes still lived in a barrel. Eve, of course, God punished for her sin. Sorry, just the flight. Seems little monkeys might start to unravel when you let God and science and the tabloids and the devil in. Well, I got you a pipe, thought you could take up smoking. I got you a river, babe, for you to have a float in. I got you an ark in case you wanna take a boat in. Where the tar and the alligators will kill you slower than no one does. When's the last time you relaxed, babe? Your cortisol is flying. I didn't get here by accident. It took a lot of trying. And you keep coming back to the headlines and the fires. Oh, don't look at me like that. Your apathy is showing. The last time I knew everything, I was either high or trying. A visit by serenity felt like revelation divine. But even when my mind could hold on to the world kept on sneaking out. The largeness of it all wore me thin. Oh, my I'll just give you guys the postcode. Like one of you can go and pick them up. You're more on it than me. When's the last time you relaxed, babe? Your cord is all this flying. Alright, that's the end of the request today, everybody. We're going to play one more song. It was called Jack. Thank you, by the way. I don't know if I played it before. If I have, I've only played it once. It's pretty new. It's called I Hate the News, But the News Loves Me. I'm going for like pretentious. Not pretentious. Slightly humorous. Song titles. Oh, estimated 20 minutes early. For goodness sake. No rest for the wicked. Should we play our end of stream song? Go for a lovely raid, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Next stream Wednesday. As always, stuff on the Discord, stuff on Patreon for book club. If you're in book club, and if you want to listen to my songs that I have recorded and released, they are available most places where you might find music: YouTube, Bandcamp, Spotify. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's play the Wurzels on a random instrument. Okay, that's small shaker. We've had big shaker. We haven't had small shaker. Then we're going to go for raids, so stick around. Thank you so much, everybody. It's always fun to see you. I've had a lot of fun. Sorry for a bit of a short one. Tech. Don't recommend it. Do you want reverb? I drove my tractor through your haystack last night. I threw me pitchfork at your dog to keep it quiet. Now something's telling me you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you've got something I need. 'Cause I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. Now I got 20 acres, babe, and you got 43. Well, how is this peaking so much? It's a shaker. I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. For 7 long years I've been alone in this place. Pigs sleep in the kitchen, it's a proper disgrace. Now if I cleaned it up, tell me, would you change your mind? I'll give up drinking scrumpy and that lager in loin. Well, I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. Ooh, now. I've got 20 acres and you've got 43. This is not when you'd stereo it. I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Weren't we a grand couple at that last Wurzel dance? Ooh, want me brand new caters and me corduroy pants. If I cleaned it up, would you change your mind? I'll give up. Oh, I flippin' already said that. In your new Sunday dress, with your perfume smelling grand, we had our photos took, and we were holding hands. Well, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Now that we're both past our 50s, oh, you think that you and me, should stop this gallivanting, and won't you marry me? Well, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. What key am I in? I don't know. Thanks, everybody. It's like the deafening void afterwards, isn't it? It's almost worse than the sound of the song. Charlie, please welcome. And I'll give you the key. I think that's what we wanted. All right, everybody, have a lovely period of time until I see you again. I will stream it again on Wednesday, Woden's Day. Thank you so much for lovely requests. And also chat about sheep counting systems, amongst other things. Amongst other things. And wotsits. Let's go see somebody else make some lovely music here on Twitch. Jack, enjoy your week off. Happy birthday whenever your birthday is. Take care, everybody. See you when I see you. And let's go reading. Bye-bye.